بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good morning to all students of class 5. As you know that we have started the chapter number 4, the nervous system. This chapter is present at your book page number 32, and we have discussed the body's communication system, the nervous system, and in the nervous system we have discussed nerves, spinal cord, and today we are going to discuss the next important part of the nervous system, and this part is called brain. As you know that when we use computer has different parts like monitor, like mouse, like its wires, like speakers, like CPU, and these are different parts of computer. But the important part which run all these parts is called CPU. CPU can be called as the brain of computer, and likewise the computer is working but the control center is CPU. Likewise our body is working, our body is performing a lot of functions, a lot of functions are taking place in our body, but all these functions are controlled by brain. So the brain can be called as the control center of the body. Like CPU is the control center of the computer, but brain is the control center of the body. So all the human beings, as we are talking about the human being's body, so the brain is the control center of the human body. All the messages are conveyed from the brain. All the messages from the other parts conveyed to the brain, and then brain interpret them and also do work on it and send the message to the relevant organ, and then the relevant organ perform the function. It means all the functions are controlled by brain. So when we talk about the brain, I have tried my level best to draw the diagram. This is the brain, the diagram of the brain, and it is the control center of the entire body and is often called the human computer. It is the largest part of nervous system. As the chapter name is nervous system, and the nervous system includes nerves and neurons, spinal cord and brain. These are three important parts of nervous system. Two parts we have discussed already, and now we are going to discuss the third important part, and that is brain. So brain is the important part of nervous system, and brain weighs about 1.5 kilogram, 1.5 kilogram it weighs as about the adult human being. It is made up of fat and water. Brain is made up of fats and water. It is protected by a bony skull. As the brain is a sensitive part, so it is protected by skull, and skull is made up of bones, so it is protected by a hard cover of bony skull. So the inner part of the brain, it has three main parts. The three main parts, one of them is the cerebellum, the number two is cerebellum, and number three is medulla. These are the three parts of brain. So let's discuss about the functions of the brain. For example, if we talk about the cerebellum, When we solve the mathematics questions, and when we learn something, when we are going to solve the problems given by our teachers, and we learn different lessons, we do homework, we are using our cerebrum. Okay, cerebrum, it is this whole part, this whole part is called cerebrum. This is the major portion. This is the major portion of the brain. Cerebrum is the major portion of the brain, and this is the biggest part of the brain and is situated in the top of the brain. It is situated at the top of the brain. Okay, and it is divided into two halves or hemispheres. It is like here, it is divided into two halves. It controls all the activities. Which activities? Like intelligence, like thoughts, like reading, like learning. All these activities are controlled by cerebrum. All these activities, like our intelligence, like our thoughts, like our reading, our learning, when we are going to solve the problem, that capacity, that is controlled by cerebrum. And not only these, all the sense organs, we know there are 5 sense organs, like and smell, see, feel, taste and hear. These are the 5 senses. These are 5 senses, and these all 5 senses are controlled by cerebrum. So all the 5 senses like smell, feel, taste, hear and sight, these are the 5 senses which are controlled by cerebrum, and our intelligence, our thoughts and feelings, all these are controlled by cerebrum. Okay, so this is the function of the cerebrum. Now come towards another portion of the brain, that is cerebellum. So this portion which is attached with the cerebrum and also attached with the I'm going to shade another part, this one. Now I think you can easily recognize this portion. Now this is separated. It is almost attached with the medulla and with the cerebrum, and it is present at the hind side of our head. So this is called cerebellum. For example, when we are going to do something at home, for example, some task is given to us, and for example, your mother has told you that from this one shelf, take all the books. So what you will do? You will see towards the shelf which is high. Maybe you think that you can reach it. Now, what will you do? You will see towards the shelf and you will bend your body towards the shelf. Now, you are going to bend and maybe you are going to take the books. So, all this balance which you have done, your body has done, this balance is controlled by the cerebellum. Means all the activities which we do, we get up from the chair, we see towards the shelf, we have taken the books, we have bent our body, we stretch our body to take the books. So all these activities, these are controlled by cerebellum. So let's read from your book. This is example I have taken from your book as well. While doing your homework, if we get up, move the eyes over the books on the high shelf and then stretch out to take a book without falling over, it is the work of cerebellum or little brain. This is also called little brain. Cerebellum is also called little brain. So it coordinates the action of muscles. It controls all the muscles because we get up, we stretch our body, we see towards, in all these activities our muscles are involved. So the control and actions of the muscles is controlled by cerebellum. It is responsible for maintaining the upright posture and balance of the body. Means upright posture, that it keeps to balance the posture of our body. Okay, that's why due to the control of the cerebellum, we are able to control our body postures. For example, it means that if it is damaged, we cannot control our body and we may become paralyzed. So, paralysis may occur due to the abnormality of the cerebellum. So, next part is the brain stem or the medulla. Why it is called brain stem? Because the whole body is attached with the brain due to the medulla, because medulla is attached with the little brain and with the cerebrum. So this is called as the brain stem, or the proper name is medulla. The medulla is below the cerebrum and is in front of cerebellum. It is in front of cerebellum and it is attached with the cerebrum. So it connects the brain to the spinal cord. This is the whole brain and it is going to connect with the spinal cord. So medulla is the part which attaches the brain with the spinal cord, and all the information which is done by the brain, that is taken through the spinal cord to all parts of the body. So it is in charge of all the basic function like heartbeat, blood pressure, coughing, swallowing, digestion, breathing, and so on. It means all the internal organs are controlled by the medulla. So these are the functions of brain. Now come towards the sense organs. We are going to discuss all these 5 sense organs, out of which we will discuss only 2 sense organs. One of them is eye. We know that 5 senses are eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue. These are the 5 sense organs. Okay, and 5 senses are sight, hearing, smell, touch and feel. So taste. These are the 5 senses, and these are the organs which are responsible for these 5 senses. Number 1 is eye. So let's see, you just open your book at page number 35 and we are going to watch the different parts of eye. There are 2 sockets in the skull that contain the eyeball. 2 sockets, 2 main parts of the eye, and one of them the eyelids. See, these are eyelids. These are eyelids, which is a cover on the eye. Eyelids protect our eyes from the dust, from the different microorganisms, because whenever there is a dust, there is a too much light, we automatically close our eyelids, and these eyelids protect our eyes from the environmental factors. Eyelids and eyelashes. These are eyelashes. These hair are present on the eyelid. These are called eyelashes. The eye have 3 main layers. The first transparent layer is called cornea. Cornea is the first transparent layer on the eye. See at your book, and the first transparent layer is called cornea, and the second layer is a colored part called iris. See at your book. See at the book. This is called cornea. This is a transparent, this one. This one is a transparent part, and this is called cornea. Okay? And the second layer is a colored part. Some people have black color, and some people have brown, some have dark brown, sometimes the people have green color, blue color eyes. So this colored portion is called iris. This colored portion is called iris. The black spot in between, the colored part, there is a black spot, and that spot is called pupil. That black spot in the center of the eye, that is called pupil. This one. Okay? So tiny muscles control the size of the pupil depending on the intensity of the light. In bright light, the pupil becomes small. In the bright light, pupil becomes small. Pupil. You just observe the pupil. Pupil is the black spot. If you have black eyes, even then you can see a black spot in the center, that is called pupil. You can see that whenever there is a very sharp light, it becomes very smaller. But when you come inside the room and the light is dim, then it become wider. Means it control the sensitivity of the light, and it changes the size. Because too much light, it cannot bear too much light. If its size becomes smaller, the less amount of light will enter into the eye. Because if we will see too much light, if the too much light will enter into our eyes, it can damage our eyes. So it control automatically. Its size changes automatically. So the third layer is retina. Retina is after two layers, the third layer is called retina. It is connected to the brain through the optic nerve. Our sense organs eye is attached to the brain through the optic nerves. And retina act as a screen on which the image of what we see forms. Because whatever we see, the image is formed on the back side of the eye. Okay, and then brain interpret or recognize the image. Then we understood that what image it is. Okay, so how does your brain help you to see? Let's see the mechanism of the working of the brain, how we see the things, how the brain helps to see the things. When we look at something, light enters through the pupil. It forms a picture upside down on the retina. It forms a picture on the last portion of the eye, and the last portion of the eye is called retina, and it makes the upside right. Means invert picture. It makes the invert picture. As the retina is attached with the brain, so brain interpret it and make the downside up and show it. So in this way we see the images or the objects properly. See, picture upside down on the retina. The retina has nerve cells which send a picture message to the brain. The brain interprets the message and makes the picture erect. Means it erect the picture which we see. And this is the reason. Although the image on our eye retina, the upside down image is formed, but the brain erect the pictures and interpret it, work on it, and then it show us the proper images. How we can care our eyes? It is a question that how, because the eyes are very sensitive part of our body. So how we can care our eyes? Wash eyes often with cold water. Always when you come at home, and because outside the home there is a lot of dust particles or like something smoke particles or a lot of pollution is present in the environment. Whenever you come back at home, wash your eyes with the cold water. Sit straight while reading and hold the book about 20 inches away from your eye, almost 1 foot away. The distance from your book should be 1 foot, 12 inches. Okay, and always sit straight while reading. Your the distance between your book and the eye should be almost 12 inches. When you are going to lay down, don't read the book. Sit at the chair straight and then read any sort of book. Study in a properly lit room. Uh, Wherever you are going to study, the light should be proper. And one thing which is not written here, but I will say you that don't use too much mobiles. Don't use mobiles in the dark room, because there should be proper light whenever your eyes are working properly. So never read in a moving vehicle. If you are going in a speedy car or like something, don't read, because it can also damage your eyes. Use a clean towel and clean hands while touching your eyes. If you need to touch your eyes, wash your hand first and then touch your eyes. And always use a very clean and neat towel. Next is get eyes checked at least one in a year by an eye specialist. Whenever you need any problem, definitely you go to the doctor. But if you are feeling even no problem, even then, once in a year, go to the eye specialist and check your eyes properly. So, because eyes are very important, very sensitive part of our body. All the world looks beautiful if our eyes are working properly. See the people do not who cannot see. So think about them and take care of your eyes properly. All the instructions which are written in your book, if you are not following these instructions, try to follow from two words today. Okay, onward, follow these instruction and take care of your body, take care of your eyes. I hope all of you have understood the importance of a very important sense organ, eye. Now come towards the homework. Let's open your books at page number 38. Your homework is your exercise A part. Answer the following questions. First 4 questions you people have done. Now you will do question number 5 at page number 38, question number 6, question number 7, A part. These are 3 questions from A part, question number 5, question number 6, question number 7, and then match the column C part. Second question which you will do, second part, that is C part, match the following like spinal cord, cerebrum, cerebellum and brain stem. So you will match the column. All the answers are present in the homework folder, and and one more question is given to you, that is D part at page number 39, and these are true false. So do very neat and clean homework. And one more thing, in the upcoming week, which will be the 3rd week, when you will see the 3rd week homework of science, when you will see the homework folder, you will find another task, that is science project or assignment. So the one assignment is given to you. You will definitely be given 10 marks for this assignment. You'll have to given a task, draw a diagram which show the 3 R's. 3 R's means reduce, reuse and recycle. 3 R's, very important term is used nowadays, and that is reuse, recycle and reduce. So draw a diagram which show the importance of 3 R's. Okay, and for this you can take the help from chapter number 13, our environment. So what you will do, you will take a computer paper, you will draw a diagram which will show the 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycles. Means how we can reduce the utilization of the things, how we can reuse the previous things, and how we can recycle the old things. So draw a beautiful diagram, take a picture, send it to the WhatsApp number of the educator Zaman on campus, and send with your name, class section and subject science assignment. So take care and Allah Hafiz till the next video.